Hey there everyone, this is Joe from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au, selling you the best bullion bars and coins shipped to you worldwide from Melbourne, Australia. This of course is our weekly precious metals technical analysis, looking at the big four: gold, silver, platinum and palladium. Before we move on to a very quick analysis, which it will be this week, of course head over to bullionnow.com.au. Our online store is still on its way, but you do have our phone number that you can call if you're in Australia. If you're not in Australia, or if you just prefer email, that's fine too. sales@bullionnow.com.au, because we have a wide range of bullion bars and coins all ready to go to ship out to you anywhere within the world. Or you can come and visit us in the store and just pay cash or pay by card, and you can pick it up right then and there. Suite 605 of level 6 of 227 Collins Street, Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. That be us. Okay. Gold, let's start off with that one. It's going to be really quick this week. Last week, 7 days ago, let's just count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's where we were, around about there. As you know, we had broken through this descending triangle pattern. We'd come down to about 1265 roughly. We had tried to break back up through here, but we'd since come back down to about here roughly. It was about 1275. I did talk about, and I had drawn in and talked about this trend line right here, and I set a slight area of support. Well, it certainly seems to have been the case on the daily time frame. You can see right here, right down, bang, right on that downtrend line, and we have since seen a quick burst back up. Now, it did try to make a play for higher prices. You can see this spike in the red candle right here. It was a red candle day, but it did have a big burst up to, but no, the sellers were in control of the market, so it quickly shattered back down through that bottom line right here. So we're currently hovering at about 1282 roughly. Of course this is in US dollars. We're using the tradingview.com website. So my bias is still to the downside. Last week I said 51% chance. I'm still slightly over the fence, but over the fence to the downside way. So I do think we will see some slightly lower prices from here. I've talked about those prices before. The potential targets, not that I'm saying for sure they will go to here before we see, back into a bull market, but you could see the level right here of 1250. If not that, then it might be 1230, and then moving back on the little bit slightly longer term. Let's have a look at the monthly chart, might be a better idea. Let's have a look on the monthly. Get rid of that, sorry. And on the monthly, you've got this trend line right here, and we could hit that at some point. If we did, it just depends. Well, the price depends on where we hit that, but I think we might hit that at some point again, if we're not in a straight bull market from here, which I don't think we are quite yet. I do think we have a little bit more room to move down potentially, so slight bias to the downside. Let's talk about silver. My bias is to the downside for all the metals currently, just in the short term. So here's silver right here. Get off the monthly, back onto the daily. And we had just had, again, similar to gold, we had broken through this descending triangle pattern. We were around about the bottom of here, so we had broken through all the way down to about 1460 roughly, and I have been suggesting, and I still do think we will see lower prices from here. Again, that's just my opinion, giving a 51% chance at this stage. But we did try to have a break back through, but it was a failed move. But we did break all the way back up to the bottom line here, which was the line where the descending pattern started right there, you can see. And so we broke right back up there, but we didn't break through it. So I think we are going to see slightly lower prices again from here in silver. That's just my opinion, of course. Don't take anything I say as financial advice, just my personal opinion. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. And if we take a look at the monthly, I do think we have a little bit more room to move down potentially, back down to around about $14 or $13.90. And the more that we punch through, the more that we test this line right here, which is a Fibonacci line, and you can see it's a key area of support, not once but twice, the more times you test it, the more likely it is to be taken out. So we could see lower prices from here. Again, I'm giving it a 51% chance. So that's what's going on with silver. Again, told you this would be a really quick one. Not a lot to tell you about the metals at the moment. XPT platinum. Again, let's take a look on the daily time frame. 7 days ago, we were around about here, and we had broken through this area of support right here I talked about in the previous week's video of approximately $875. We did break through it, and I did suggest we might be heading on our way down to at least test this one here of about $830 US. And we have had a little bit of a break back up, but it hasn't broken through, and I think we're still back on our way down. I think we'll test here at about 830. Again, a 51% chance. Just really trying to hug that fence, but with a slight bias to the downside. And on the weekly, let's have a look. Yeah, see, we're definitely within that trading range here of that symmetrical triangle pattern right here. What you might likely see, and of course this might not play out, but what could happen is that you may see a trading range within this triangle right here, between here and here, and just sort of getting narrower and narrower, getting squeezed. And the closer you come to the apex right here, to the corner, the more likelihood chance that it needs to make a decision either way. Is it going to break back up, or is it going to break back down significantly? But it needs to make a decision either way eventually. So on the 51% chance though, I think we're going to see lower prices, possibly 830, and possibly at some point to hit this trend line right here. That is platinum. And lastly, palladium. As I said, really going to be very quick today. Palladium, I will punch back into the daily. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we were around about here last time, and we've come back down to visit it. So we are still at that about $1,320 roughly. Definitely says to me that we are still looking for slightly lower prices from here. That's on the weekly. As you can see here, we had that spike down, and I think this is a little dead cat bounce. I think we may see lower prices from here again. Biases to the downside give you a 51% chance. And if we take a look at the monthly, and I said last week the most likely next point is around about here, somewhere between $1,150 US and right here at this previous high of 1100. So I'm going to stick with that. Definitely, I believe at this stage we're going to see a price lowering of palladium. I will just give it a 51% chance, really just to hug the fence. I don't want to be that technical analysis guy that says, 100% we're going to this particular price on this particular day. That's not the way to do it, in my opinion. Just kind of want to give, slight percentage likelihoods, not definites. That's it for that. But what you do want to check out is this gold special that we just posted earlier today, a few hours ago. We're selling all this gold right here, just this gold right here. Just check out the video, you can see it a little bit more up closely, that is. And it's spot plus $20 per ounce. With all of these are 1 ounce size, except for this 2.5 ounce bar right here. Check it out, it's spot plus $20 per ounce, which is a 50% discount on our usual premium for our low premium gold. We normally do it at spot plus 40, but we want to get it out the door because we've got other stuff we want to buy. So we're doing it spot plus 20. That's a really good deal, and it's shipped worldwide. You have to pay extra for shipping, of course, but we talk about the shipping charges in the video, I believe. And of course, if you're not subscribe to the channel yet, I don't know what you're doing here. You're here because of wonderful technical analysis by me, of course, but you should be subscribed. If you've stumbled upon this and you're not subscribed yet, you really should be, because of our weekly technical analysis videos, our weekly auctions. You can pick up a bargain or something really rare, and of course we just did a video about our buyback policy and how we buy back at 100% of spot price, which is the best in the business as far as we're aware, definitely in Australia, and I think quite possibly the world. I don't think you can get I don't think you can walk into any other bullion dealer and get spot price for your metal anywhere else in the world. Now, of course, I could be wrong. I don't know all bullion dealers in the world, but definitely Australia, I know that for sure. But don't quote me on that. And of course, you want to be subscribed for our YouTube subscriber only specials as well, our epic unboxings as well. So you know what to do. Hit the big red subscribe button right there and join the family. Thanks, gang. Stay safe, and we'll speak to you soon.